Hello guys, today I'm going to be telling you how you can breed dinos in Ark Survival Ascended. Now especially when you're a beginner, it can be very confusing how breeding works, especially when it comes to hatching eggs and stuff like that, or imprinting. But we're going to go over it in this video, and hopefully I can explain it good enough to where you guys understand. So when you breed dinos, there's two things that can happen. One, they can either hatch an egg. Some dinos hatch eggs, which you need to place down so they can incubate and eventually they would hatch. While others have to go through gestation and manually give birth, that way basically popping out the baby. So the first thing you want to do is find the dinosaurs that you want to breed. So for example, we have my male Rex here with two female Rexes that I'm currently breeding them with. Now in order to make them mate and drop a fertilized egg, you will need to hold down on the dino, go to where it says behavior. Then you want to go to the bottom right where it would say enable mating. So you want to enable it, and you would see on the description there, it says ready to mate. Then you go to your female and you do the same thing. You go to behavior, you enable the mating. Right now it's on cooldown because they've been mating basically all night. So both of them are on cooldown right now. What I like to do personally is the oviraptor is good for collecting dropped eggs, whether it's regular eggs or fertile eggs. So if you want to have your Rexes mating overnight or just, throughout the day, you can have an oviraptor there. And as you can see, he collected 3 fertilized Rex eggs last night while I was offline from these Rexes right here. And the oviraptor will probably collect this egg. So you can see the egg fell, but the oviraptor immediately grabbed it. So now he has the 4th egg in there, which is really, really cool. If you don't want them to continue mating, make sure you disable it after it's done. Now, once you have the eggs that you want to hatch, you will need some AC units. Now, AC units can be made in the fabricator. They don't take that much materials, but you would definitely need a little area to put some AC units down. So I decided to make this cool building, and I seen a video where someone actually put the AC units in a window frame, and I just think it looks a lot better that way than just straight up on the floor. So you can see if we put the window here, we take out the AC, and boom, you can put the AC in the window, and I just think it looks it looks so much better that way, and just more realistic in my opinion. So once you have that set up, you would take the egg you want to drop, and make sure you drop it and not consume it, because if you consume it, that would suck. So we're going to drop a Rex egg here, and you'll know it's working when you see it says incubating, and then you'll see a timer. Some eggs are longer, some eggs are shorter, depends on the dino. For example, the Char, or whatever you say his name, this egg normally has like I think an 8 or 9 hour timer. Right now I got it down to 3 hours. So some are longer. Rexes are about 49 minutes. So yeah, they're a lot quicker. The way you'll know if your egg is not in the right temperature is if you try to throw it down without ACs, you'd see it says too cold, and this will start to bring down the egg health. If the egg health goes down to 0, the egg disappears and gets destroyed. So make sure it does not say too cold or too hot when you drop it. So we're going to put the Rex egg back over here. Alright, we have 15 seconds on this egg right here. You have a small % chance of either getting twins or triplets. Sometimes I do get twin Rexes, which is really comes in handy when you're trying to build a Rex army, but we're going to see what we're about to get. So we're going to wait for it to hatch right now. Alright, boom, we got a baby Rex. Then you want to imprint on them. So remember, whoever imprints on him is the only one that can really feed him or provide his imprint when he wants care, which for me is in the next 47 minutes. The minute you claim him or imprint on him, you want to put meat inside of his inventory, or berries if he's a herbivore, and then, then you just make sure he's well fed. And the next one hatched. Nice. Sadly, we didn't get any twins. I was hoping for some twins, but I'll take it. So let's bring them both over here. So when they're first born, they can only hold a certain amount of meat, but I like to check them every few minutes, and then they'll let you slowly add more and more meat as their weight increases, or their food increases. Sorry, when their food increases more, then you're able to actually put more meat in their inventory. Then eventually, when I could get enough meat in there so they could survive on their own, then we're pretty much good. So right now I'm using the tech binoculars to look at their stats, and I can see he has 42 points into HP, 45 points into melee, which is actually really good. That's exactly what we want in preparation for the boss fight. Any stats that are in the 40s are good, any stats that are in the 50s are great, and any stats that are 60 or above is pretty much god tier. So I really want to aim for the 60s for melee and for HP, and then we know we're golden. And one last thing, if you want to check the progress of how long it'll take for your dino to go from baby to juvenile or juvenile to adolescent, there is a way to check that. So what you want to do is open up your inventory, and you want to go over to the tracking list. This is where you can see all your dinos and track them. Then you want to go to filter type, you want to go to baby creatures. Now we can see our current babies, and you can see how long it'll take before they reach the next stage. So for the Rexes we just bred, it would take 1 hour and 27 minutes for it to become a juvenile. Once it's a juvenile, it'll be able to eat out of the feeding trough, so we don't have to worry about manually feeding them anymore. And as you can see, my Bronto is currently an adolescent, and it'll take 1 hour and 33 minutes until he's finally an adult. And honestly guys, it's that simple. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you have any questions, you can ask them down below. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this.